Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend is over, and thank God for that, because it's the best day of the week. It's Monday, July 15th, 2013, and welcome to Day 9 Daily number 607, where we're not going to learn to be a better gamer. We're going to dick around with my brand new non-squeaky chair. Oh, yeah, look at this. You don't hear anything. And if any of those screws was wrong, I would be dead right now. But thanks to the fact that I am, in fact, a man, not going to be an... I can do better than this. Not going to be an issue. After several unsuccessful snaps, it's time for me to share with you the Funday Monday topic of the day, post-water. In today's Funday Monday, it was a simple requirement. You may not ever have more than a single barracks and single factory working at any one point in time. In other words, as many starports as you wish. It is the SKY TERRAN Funday Monday, whereby you're going to try to win with the air stuffs. So I'm finally happy that we're at Funday Monday, because today was brutal. I contracted a severe case of Monday, an acute circumstance of Monday, that actually began on Sunday when I decided, you know what? Our house needs another bookshelf. So I went to IKEA. Now, IKEA is awesome because everything there is basically free, especially when you compare it to other furniture stores. And they also have those carts where you like load your stuff on, like the bookshelf, and you're supposed to like calmly and casually drive it out to your car. But I ride those things. Come on, I'm 27, I'm still young, right? I can totally, like I put it at the front and I got on the back because, let's be honest, I weigh a hell of a lot more than a bookcase, right? So I got on and I jumped on and went whee and tore a gigantic hole in the crotch of my pants. Like, I don't know how that's possible, and the knee split open, like these pants literally disintegrated on me. So now all of a sudden, like, I can actually like reach my whole arm through my pants, which is fine when I wanna give directions. When someone's like, "Hey, do you know where the nearest subway is?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's that way. You just go that way." And it's not a problem. And they're like, "Great, thanks." And I appreciate, because I'm 6'4", so I'm actually giving them directions at eye level. Everyone's 3'5" in Los Angeles. So of course, starting the day off, I woke up and it's time to get a little bit inappropriate. I know you may have thought, "Oh God, Sean, you actually succeeded in that already." No. I want to talk about acne. I want to talk a little bit about that. I once went to a dermatologist when I was 16 because the acne was quite severe, and he said, don't worry, when you're 18, you will never have acne again for the rest of your life. I'm 27, and I'd like to begin the acne-related story of the day. Sometimes when you have like a pimple, I don't know, let's just pick a few at random here, and you see it and you're like, okay, tomorrow morning you're mine. You're going to bed, right? You're not ready to fight. It's like when the villain and the main character make eye contact at the start of the movie, but they don't fight yet because it's not the climax, right? This is just the inciting incident where we have 30 minutes of rising action. That's when you're sleeping, right? When you wake up in the morning, that's when it's time to go to battle, right? And you get the digits ready. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but you're just like, and then nothing happens, and you're like, you have to push through the pain, Sean. It's like when a chiropractor doesn't hear the pop and he's like, well, I'm just going to break his head off, right? Oh my God. And I was like, grr! I was so determined because I'd had almost a full night's rest. So all of a sudden, like, I get this pain that like arcs all the way down, like through my sinus, like feel it in my teeth. It hurts so bad. And it's just been like that the whole day. And right as it was starting to sort of dull down, things were getting calm. My room was invaded by ants. Now, there is no food in my room. There is no beverage. There is nothing. But they found literally the one thing that could possibly have anything sweet upon it. It was my retainer. Yeah, the retainer, one that had the toothpaste on there, because I was like, I'm gonna brush my teeth because I'm like so good, and they're like swarming in it, and I was just like, I don't want to deal with this on Monday. I mean, I contracted like an acute case of Monday today. It was horrific. And I was just looking at it. I was just like, they're just swarming. And I have this great ant spray, and it's called Drop Dead. You can Google it. Drop Dead ant spray. I got me some Drop Dead. I like spray it everywhere except the retainer. I'm not that stupid, right? I just threw it in the faucet and let it rinse out. But Drop Dead going everywhere. Let me tell you something. Drop Dead understands marketing. Because if you're having an ant problem, you don't want conservative ant remover. You don't want... Gently causes ants to encourage looking elsewhere for food. You want Drop Dead. You want like a neurotoxin and spray it in their eyes, man. That's what I use, man. And I used way too much of it. So if I die tomorrow, don't worry, man. It's a good marketing campaign. Drop Dead. It's the way to go. Let's go ahead and hop into what I would like to call the introductory game. Of this week's Funday Monday. Oh, God, that angle looks probably great in the camera. As we step into this game, we have in the bottom right corner... Damn it, it was already all on. Crap. We have Joachim from Team Z5. And on the top left, we have the enemy, Kayuki. Now, in the SKY TERRAN Funday Monday, the primary goal is to win with air, but that doesn't mean that ground isn't going to play a role. I didn't want to be too much of a supreme ultra mega deutsch and restrict you from doing anything to defend yourself early on at all. So many people did some sort of barracks-based defense. Some of them did something related to and around which the Hellbats showed up, made the cameo appearance, but Joachim, whomever he may be, is doing something a little more conservative, getting the Mariners. We sit over on Camp Kayuki. He too is getting himself up the Mariners. Everything's going pretty much as expected. Kayuki, I think, surprisingly getting the double gas early. Joachim, just some guy going for the fast factory in his main base, going for the starport eventually. We expect him to get his double gas early. But do we expect this level of deviousness? I just would like to note, factory is just finished. Joachim has just enough to build the starport. I mean, oh my gosh. To take Funday Monday this seriously, God bless you. Look at the timing on this proxy starport. Either that or he just does this on ladder all the time. Boom, proxy starport going down. Getting a mine up to make sure that if his opponent lines up, that he'll be crying soon enough. Now look at Kayuki. Look at this marine spread. LOL. LOL, oh LOL, my friend. Look at this. Going for the infamous double marine, single widow mine, single starport action. Now, if you've never seen this push, this is a legitimate play in Terran vs. Terran where you open up with a rather aggressive all the basics. And then you're going to follow up with a tech lab here and a tech lab here, and you're going to go tank, marine, banshee. It's a real pain in the ass. Some would dare say, perhaps call it a bitch even, but this is fine. Kayuki knows where it's at. Kayuki, look at that, doing the switcheroo. But Joachim, of course, proxy battlecruiser. A potential counter. A potential answer. A reasonable theorem thrown out by Joachim. What if a battlecruiser showed up? I don't know. Look at this. Already clearly well defended. He knows what his win play is. It's the big flying battlecruiser. Or if you're into spoonerisms, it's a cattle bruiser. And if you're into Googling, it's spoonerism. Kayuki, moving on in. Is it the correct timing or is it the anti-timing? Only fate will decide. Kayuki, moving on in. And it's the... You know, of all places to move your SCVs, I can name exactly one of them that's not good. Let's go ahead and check that out one more time. Let's go ahead and see that. I don't know if you guys have ever watched a face plant when you cannot actually see what his body's doing at the time, but it looks kind of like this. And, I mean, just constantly right-clicking. Now, if you look at the radius, you might think that this is outside of the range, but I don't actually know why you would think that. And Kayuki, you know, let me be honest. If someone's throwing a punch at your leg, one of the best maneuvers is to fall on all floors and take it on the face, right? Because God forbid you take it in the knee. I mean, I took it in the knee once. You've been talking about that for years in digital form. You want to take it right in the eyes. right in the teeth, something like that. So Joachim, thus far, you know, let's not knock him too much. He hasn't, you know, he's lost 2 workers. It's not a big deal. And he even took out the mine, and he's even rearranging his mine. Now, if you're going to send SCVs to kill Marines, I don't know what the best way to do it is, but I know exactly one way that's not going to work out. Let's just go ahead and talk about this a little bit, okay? Sometimes I understand the notion of you know, we're in a bind, let's send the dudes in. But if they're on the verge of death, you know, the Crusades didn't work out very well when they're like, alright, well, invade Persia with children! And Persia's like, you can invade with children, we're more than happy with that. I mean, I could, like, 3 guys could take out, like, 8,000 children. It's no big deal. So sometimes you have to send in the children. It's a sacrifice Joachim's willing to make to perform a strategy this bold. And here it is. The Joachim cruiser. Kayuki does have a mine up. He's hoping that they line up. So right now, in the workers killed count, I'm a little scared to open it up, but, alright, well, 21, okay, well, 21 workers killed off. I mean, he does have 10 workers, and over here's 6 of them, so that's fine. Sometimes you gotta send 60% of the children to the front line. And the engagement begins. How good is a battle cruiser against Terran units? Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Cloak Banshee heading up there, a little nice mine micro going on. But first you don't succeed, mine again. And he gets him. Because at the front, this one battlecruiser, Corporal battlecruiser, uh-oh. How good is it? Alright, there's a Viking coming up. Well. Not good enough. Alright, excellent. Kayuki, hang in there, man. Now, if you're ever behind with a battlecruiser, I like this logic. Get the fusion core researching the weapon refit, because you know what? If we're only going to have one Yamato cannon, may as well make sure we get it out as fast as possible, right? We have a single BC. Let's get value out of it, man. Get the value in. And of course, we put the hands up, and this is how we do it. We get the party in. You're like, what is he doing? I'm doing literally this exact motion with my body. Look at this. If we go to ×2, ×2 is where the party's really happening, man. Check this out. Oh, yeah. Terran party race. Terran party race. Alright, let's go ahead and come back out to something reasonable. This is right when the Viking died. Unless, again, okay, he takes it down. Viking number 2 coming up. No Marines coming out for whatever reason, but that's fine. Whatever reason is a good enough reason when you're playing StarCraft 2. He's trying to find the good angle. Viking number 2. BCOP says, Joachim, be careful. He's targeting, and that's why we get the Yamato cannon, baby! If you've ever asked yourself, but why Yamato? Because if he's only ever going to be able to have 1 Viking at a time, get him, man! Deflam! Remember, Deflam spelled D-U-F-L-A-M exclamation mark. Deflam! Got him. So far, so good. This is turning out to be an excellent game. Picking off the Banshee. And when Viking 2 shows up, well, you know, it ruins our fun for the day, but that's fine. Because we know how to have fun. And it begins with the B button. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, Joachim? Doesn't it? Yes, it does. A much partied out post-E come down fusion cores, just chilling for the time being. And, you know, if at first you don't succeed, all in. It doesn't rhyme, but it's what everyone literally does in this game. Well, I tried to expand and I forgot a pylon. I guess I'm going to go 5-gate, warp gate, all in. Nobody actually does that, but, you know, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. Alright, 5 Marines moving in. Joachim being very bold. Being extremely bold. How good are 11 Marines on 1 battlecruiser? The answer is not so good, because they need gas to be able to repair. So with no gas, how can Joachim do this? It's an interesting question. Can't Repair BC? Well, you know it. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know. I wasn't, sometimes when you battle Chris, try again next time. You know what? Let's send that into Monday at day9.tv. I don't know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes. Welcome to Funday Monday, where sometimes people contract an acute case of the Monday. Joachim, he gets it, but he just needed a little more gas and he would have got him. He was this close to the get him, got him move, but he didn't have any, so he couldn't get it. But that's okay because it's the introductory game. We're not going to read into it too much. We're not going to go. That was good. It was a good frame to freeze on. Marky says sound kaput. Oh my god. And the chat goes bonkerville. Crazy. You like how it froze on? So it froze. And there's a crackle. This is great. This is great. You know what? Because I'm an intelligent individual, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to take an extra short break, fix that sound issue. Maybe we'll do a 4-part Funday Monday. I don't even know. But when we come back, we're definitely going to continue with a game where things perhaps don't fail as bad. Perhaps. Possibly.